from nothing leaves nothing. 0 is 0 equals 0. And we ain't producing what we here for. It's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to the show tonight. You are now in tune with the Grown Man Podcast, coming to you each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'd like to thank y'all for your time and your effort. We're going to introduce my man. I'm your host, Madman D. My man to the far right is my co-host.
Yes.
DJ the One.
Yep. Welcome, everybody.
We welcoming y'all. And we like to welcome our special guest, Miss Woods.
How y'all doing?
Tonight's topic, we're going to do a part 2 of why women don't listen. So we brought Miss Woods in for a female perspective.
She's already ready, y'all, because you see, she said, She's ready. She's so hyped up right now. I'm scared to even ask her to open her mouth.
And you see her over here rocking, brother.
Hey, she can't wait to answer. Because guess what? We had this conversation yesterday with my wife. And she sat in the back with that shaking her shoulder and her head nodding to the left and the right. Oh, Lord, here we go.
Hey.
Lord Jesus, here we go.
Hey, that's what happens, right?
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, so we thank y'all for tuning in to us. This is something we doing every Thursday at 7 p.m. The Grown Man Podcast, where we touch on different issues involving health, education, politics, entertainment, finance, just a lot of things that are pertinent to this life. So, you know, we gonna get right into it. Oh yeah. We got a call-in number 2 for y'all that want to call in. One, give them that call-in number, bro.
The call-in number is 708-996-7939. We're gonna get it hooked up right now for you. So
repeat that again, one.
708-996-7939. Now we want you to say this right now. Everything here is opinionated. We're entitled to your opinion.
Indeed.
It does not make you wrong and it does not make you right. So we're not here to argue. We're here to discuss opinions.
Indeed.
Not argue opinions.
Indeed.
Okay?
Indeed.
All right.
Oh, we got my man Lucky Dollar calling in this week. He calling in real quick. That's my man Lucky Dollar one.
Right there.
So yeah, we got him as a special guest again for y'all tuning in to us. So we appreciate y'all.
He is the greatest.
I want to touch on a few instances. I want to also announce my man DJ Rue on the technicals. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for making everything possible. He'll be reading off the comments that you all comment on tonight, so we can expound on those.
It's okay.
But,
hey, DJ the One in the building, and my man Madman D and my sister. Hey, y'all, we getting it together, but at the end of the day, I really love what Madman D is speaking about. And we're going to have a caller come in. And you guys, hey, spit that number out again one more time, Madman D.
708-996-7939. Hold on. We got to get it hooked up. Give us about 3 minutes and you can call, hit that number. 708
Everybody phone
993-7939.
And we got my man Lucky Dollar in here. Lucky Dollar. Yo, but we're gonna speak about some of the violence that's been going on this past week. Man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Hold on. It's ridiculous, man. We need to really, man, come together to kind of thwart this violence. I think we need to police our communities because we can't rely on those who are paid by taxes to do the things that we need to do for our community, you know. So no slight to anyone. Of course, I know when you feel like you're unsafe or whatever, you're going to call the police. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I just want to say us as men, we're going to have to really bear down and come together. We're gonna have to put our petty differences aside and be able to affect change in our communities. Because if you got to look over your shoulder and wonder about somebody that looks like you, then that's crazy to me. But um, a lot of people got lost their lives over this weekend, and they got shot. And man, condolences goes out to the families of those who lost their lives. Um, Good health for those who got injured, and we want y'all to get well. And man, again, we just got to curb this violence. It's not doing us any good as a people. And I don't know why some of the brothers got so much rage to have to deal with this thing, you know.
Well, I would say this, man. We got a lot of people that's just under pressure, like the bill that they supposed to pass for people not to get homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to care about each other a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think our country, our politicians don't care about us.
Well, man, we passed that. Politicians ain't coming to the community, bro. They not coming to make
So who gonna save us?
Us. Us. You can't wait for nobody to come out the sky and save us. Us. So again, if we don't put our heads together, man, and come to a round table and be able to create some type of change for positive, then you waiting on a politician, you're gonna be waiting a long time, brother.
You know what, big bro, and I will say this with me and you, I think we've been fighting ourselves for years. And I realized one fight within my personal self, and I think every black man goes to this. We have to learn to chillax and just chill and shut up. And I'm learning that self for myself. Sometimes I'm so into what I'm doing, I just babble on. And I have to learn how to stop that. And
I'm glad you checked yourself. So
nigga,
since you check your,
when have I not checked my?
Since you just checked yourself, follow the instruction you just gave yourself.
When you go check yourself, bro?
I check myself every day. I self-assess every day. I have to make sure I'm staying upright in character.
You know,
I got a lot of people watching me.
You know the coldest shit you said.
You know,
you said
cursing, bro.
Coldest stuff you said. You said self-assess.
You have.
I love that.
You have to. If you don't, I'm not gonna allow nobody else to assess me. And I've lived with myself so many years. Who's gonna take on the brunt of whatever comes my way? Nobody else is doing that.
See, you've lived to accept that, and that's good. But the problem is with us, we laid these eggs. Now they come home to roost. They're
Indeed.
growing. Let me tell you. Let me finish so you can understand what I'm saying. We've had kids out here that are growing up that don't know the word no. Now they out here and they want what they want when they want it, and they don't know how to get it. But when they get it, they don't want it no more. They just got it, just to be getting it. Just like they're out here robbing people, sticking people up, shooting people. They're doing it just for the heck of it. They're riding around in cars, tinted windows, just shooting at a crowd. They ain't shooting at a person. They're shooting because they got a gun. They don't even know how to go to the gun range and shoot a gun.
Madman, sister. I need a response from that.
But the bottom line is, at the end, we created these eggs. Now they're hatching. It ain't nothing about no government. It's not about a government. We created this when they were little kids.
Would you agree it's self-inflicted?
Yes.
Everything we went through is self-inflicted. All right, can you tune my man Lucky Dollar in, please?
Yes, sir.
We got my man Lucky Dollar coming back. Lucky Dollar, you there?
Lucky, where you at?
You there, Lucky?
You plugged the phone in? Yeah. I got you.
You there, Lucky?
Lucky,
where you at? Hello?
Lucky. Can you hear him on your phone?
Can you hear me?
There you go.
I hear him. There you go, Lucky Dollar. What's up, brother?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
We're going to get these phone lines straight by the next show. Go ahead, Luck. Glad to have you on board, man.
Say something to the people, bro.
Hello?
We hear you. I got him loud as I can go. Turn your phone up.
I can't hear nobody.
Turn your phone up.
Lucky, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, you there?
We are the world.
Okay, we got Lucky Dollar for some reason, and he's singing, "We are the world, we are the children." Lord Jesus.
Lucky, can you hear, man?
Yeah, you can't do that. We on the show, my
Can you
brother.
hear Lucky? All right, speak
I
up,
hear him
brother.
on your phone.
Speak up.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you, Lucky Dollar. Can you hear us?
Hello?
You can't hear us, brother?
Oh, Lord
Well,
Jesus.
Lucky gone right now. All right,
Yeah,
well,
hit y'all back in.
our topic tonight is why women won't listen. And again, we have our special guest, Miss Woods. So if you want to call in and comment, we got DJ Rue that's gonna read our comments out for y'all tonight. So we're gonna start the show off with a little research I've done about what do men struggle with in relationships and what is a normal relationship between a man and a woman. So we're going to touch on those. I'll expound on what is a normal relationship between a man and a woman. Healthy relationships involve honesty, trust, respect, and open communication between partners, and they take effect and compromise from both people. There is no imbalance of power. Partners respect each other's independence, can make their own decisions without fear of retribution or retaliation, and share decisions. One, I want you to give me some insight on what I just said, brother.
What you just said in a nutshell, brother, let me put it to you like this. The key word is communication. Second of all, in order for a marriage or relationship to work, the woman's got to concentrate on the man, and the man's got to concentrate on the woman. When you concentrate on self,
Yeah.
nothing works because all you're thinking about is self. You're not thinking about that partner and what that partner may need, and she's not thinking about you. Then it boils down to why they don't listen to us. Key word, communication. Second word is you don't keep your word. Third, hey, it could be a numbers of other things, but the first two are so crucial that you can't even get to the third. You don't communicate and you don't keep your word. And I'm gonna give you an example about keeping your word. Women do make us men mad, but once you give your word, you're gonna do something, regardless if she makes you mad or not. You do what you said you're gonna do, but then after that, you don't give your word to do nothing else until you conquer that anger between you and her. You don't go give your word, and then all of a sudden, in the midst of that anger, you want to turn around and say, "I'm not gonna do this." No, but you already gave your word, and all we are as men is our word. That's all we got.
Your
That's
word
right.
is your
That's
bond.
right. All right, we got Lucky back. Can you turn Lucky back in?
Yes, sir. Lucky, where you at?
There you go.
Lucky, yeah.
You hear Lucky?
Hello?
Can you hear? Hello, can you hear us, brother?
Hello?
Lucky, turn your YouTube up and turn your phone down.
I'm here.
We hear you, brother, and you are loud and clear. Go ahead and speak, brother. You got the stage.
Yeah, I'm here, but I can hear you all on the phone.
Well, we just want to hear you speak your mind, my brother.
Look. Hey, well, you know what? Look, we having some technical difficulties with this right now. So, I don't understand why you're not hearing us or whatever. But
Tell
man,
him to say something again.
you
Lucky,
can
can you
speak.
hear us?
Speak, Lucky. Say something.
Can you hear me good right now? Because if I try to follow you on the TV, it's a delay. So it's like I really can't follow you all watching you on YouTube TV right now.
Well, maybe you need to adjust that.
And I can't hear you all's conversation on the phone like I did last week. So
Okay, look, well, we'll make some adjustments, man. I'll call you back or whatever, but um,
Give us about 10 minutes.
give us a few seconds to get all that
No, hey,
together.
look,
So
we really want. I know that you can't hear us, and I know it's a delay on YouTube, right? But I would really, really love for you to speak your mind, because brother, you had something that all of us was lacking on the show,
no,
and you.
we're never lacking. He just brings a different perspective.
Okay, I don't mean to. Why is it
Let it,
people
hey,
think? I don't mean to be
wait.
offensive. Let me be quiet.
Thank you. Do what you said you was gonna do earlier, man. Just read the comments when they comment. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't little Roo. You big Roo. We ain't doing that. We not doing that. But can you hear me? Look.
Lord, send down your blessings.
All right. Well,
Lord, where you at? You there up there, Lord? Come on, sit them down. Sit 'em down.
speak, man.
Now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear? Hello? All right. I don't know what type of technical difficulties we having, but we'll get back with
the
you.
question and then pop back.
What's your insight? Just speak, brother. What's your insight on why women don't listen? And this part two of that. So you can speak, we can hear you, and the listeners can hear you. So go ahead, brother.
Well, like I always told y'all, there's a financial gap between us and our women. Um, in order for a woman to respect you, first she has to be secure around you. She needs to have some type of stability. She needs to know that you're a protector, financially, mentally, and spiritually. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of brothers they don't fit those three criteria. They don't. Not only do they don't fit them, they don't even try to fit. The men are now acting like boys. Boys are starting to act like. Well, I won't say that because it's easy, but I'll just say we're just stuck in a lost generation right now. When I first logged on, I was listening to you all talk about, all the violence going on in the community. And I just wanted to say that, and this is totally off topic again, of course, but I wanted to chime in on that first question. And I just wanted you all to know we're dealing in a lost generation of black men who are filled with hate. That real black family structure is gone. Patience is gone. We're in a modern day organized slavery right now, where human behavior and jealousy has prevailed within our own community. We hate one another. Unfortunately, and America knows this, but when you have alienated a group of people and forced them to live in poverty in a crime-ridden society, that community will turn on itself. That community will start to purge on itself. That community will learn to have envy, jealousy, hatred towards itself. It's almost like we're living in a curse and no one cares. We're living in a day of urgency.
What's the urgency?
The people who we would like to put in political office don't care. In fact, they're more concerned about patting their own pockets.
Well, is we get the undertone of that, and we appreciate your perspective, definitely. Um, but does that really translate to why women don't listen? As far as you know, I've heard Rue bring up politicians, and I just heard you bring up politicians. I think we need to stop putting so much emphasis on somebody else. because that's what we've been doing for so long, and we've gotten no results. So until we un, un, until we go into what makes us tick as a people. Well, you know what? Even going deeper than that, what makes you tick as a person? Because in order for you to even deal with people, you have to have yourself in a different way or
Well,
in
you,
a certain capacity. So
man, you kind of switch it up. Self-awareness about self. When black men know we strong black men, that's when we guide. We have, I hate to say it, weak black men that fell victim to society. A lot of stuff that society present. Facebook. It was back in the day. What was the other one before Facebook? MySpace. Okay, this was something that was planned already, and that's what he's speaking about. Sometimes, like, we don't have control, but smaller interventions like what we doing, we gain control.
How do we not have control?
but see, this is a thing.
Oh, my
This is a
sister
thing.
speak. I want to hear
This
her
is a
speak.
thing. Again, you going off into all these other things. Facebook, Instagram, MySpace,
But
Twitter, all this stuff don't matter, man.
it does when it's
No,
going
no,
out to
not
everybody across the country.
not when it comes to the relationship between a man and a woman. The essence of that goes down to the individual. The
Oh,
individual places things on
you
Facebook
now
and makes
open that is
So,
MySpace
though.
and
I,
things like that.
That's open,
let
man.
me interject because we got a woman sitting here. Last week we went on
We
why
need her to
woman.
speak. Am I
Okay,
correct?
she's gonna speak right now because I'm gonna ask her because we need her opinion because we got our view and I need her view
Of
of
course.
why women do not pay attention to their men.
Speaking to the mic for me.
Get closer to the mic. I don't consider myself a woman that don't pay attention to her man. So I can't. And I get the topic that we're having. Why most women or why women don't listen. I think it could be because there has been something in her life or some type of trauma that's been caused by
I mean,
a man that will cause her to not listen. I can speak on myself for myself. It's it's not that I don't listen, but I have to. You said trust. I have to trust you first of all, and I'll give you, not even give you. I'll let you lead, even if I know that you're leading me
the wrong way.
the wrong way. But as a man, my man, that's your job to lead, and I'm not leading. I'm not going to take that away from you. At the same time, for me, I have children, and my my main purpose in life once I had them was to make sure that they're good, to make sure that they're secure, to make sure that they're being reared in the right way. So if and you know what, I'll take a step back. I can say for me, I in my life attached myself to the wrong men. I don't believe that all men are bad. I don't believe that all men have mental issues. I do believe that there are men out there that are able to lead. I just didn't attach myself to one.
Okay, that takes me
Um,
one. I appreciate that. I got one. You just brought up a real serious question. Okay, from me to you, from a
mhm,
man to a woman.
mhm.
How does a woman really know that she's got the right man to let lead?
Because I'm secure in letting them lead, and I
But letting them lead doesn't mean he's leading you in the
not.
right way.
But what's the right? Okay, so
Yeah.
How, how can I be a certain type of man to a woman when in reality, I'm a different person every hour on the hour of the day. The man that she want me to be, I can't be that man all the time because to be honest, man, I have to switch in and out of roles every time I walk outside the door.
That's understandable. You're a different person wherever you go. When you go to work, you're a different
to be
person.
honest,
And any different, you adjust to fit
I
the
get bored.
situation.
I
But
get
home should be a neutral ground. When you come home, it's whatever we've established for our.
what you want me to do.
Wait, when you
What
come
you
home,
want me
say
to
what
do.
now? I didn't hear what you
When
said.
when you come home, Lucky, what happens when you come home, Lucky?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's start with the beginning of the day, right? And this is my problem with my woman. Okay, I wake up in the morning, and first thing I see her doing is getting all dressed up, looking, putting on all that makeup, washing herself, cleaning herself. I know that's not for me.
That's
That's not for me.
that's a security issue.
Next thing I know, I see her walk out the door and she go to work. Ooh.
Well,
That
Wait a minute. Now check this out. Now when she comes home after 7 o'clock, right? You know, I mean, back in the day, used to be a meal on the table. But I understand now because we both work now. But I still want to, I want to maybe make love to my woman, kiss her. I don't get that privilege like whoever she got dressed up this morning for. I have to, and I think I've had this conversation with you before too, Jay. If I want to make love to my woman, a lot of times I have to wait until I have to make love to her before.
Okay.
She preps herself.
Okay.
Because I've been told.
So let me ask one this question. You season in your situation, what do men struggle with in relationships?
Their own insecurity. Because he just brought up something that women get dressed up and all dialed up for the next woman, not for the man that's out there. Women are the biggest judges of other women out here. And when they go to work, they go to impress the next woman sitting next to them. They're trying to outdo each other in their own way of form. They're not getting dressed up to go out and make you jealous. But if you're not taking care of home, that's something that you got to deal with. But if you're taking care of home, you ain't got to deal with that. Women get dressed up to impress the woman at the job that she's trying to outdo. Women don't like walking in the door. From my aspect, this is my opinion. She got on the same dress as she. They gonna look at each other like hold on. I didn't plan this. I didn't call you last night. Why you got on the same dress I do? Okay, they don't like looking like each other, but they like to outdo each other. So when I feel my woman gets dressed up, walk out the door and look good, hell, I'm gonna give her a kiss and hug her because I know she's doing what she's doing. She doing it also till when she comes home, she's impressing me because I do got a wife that cook. I love the fact that she cooks. I love the fact of all that. But we men have insecurities that we got to conquer. And the key is we got to love each. In order for someone to love you, you got to know how to love yourself. I can't. My woman can't love me if I don't know how to show her how I like to love myself. I like to go gun, like shooting the gun. I like to go shoot bow and arrow. I like to go hunt. I like to go fishing. I like to do a lot of things. And I'm gonna take her with me. And if she don't want to do them, well, okay, she can stay at home because I'm still gonna go love me.
No, but my problem is this, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you. We hear you. We hear you. Go ahead.
You see, my problem is this, all right? Let's be honest, it's only 24 hours in a day. 8 hours of that day is spent at work. The other 6 hours might be spent sleeping. So technically, me and her, and don't forget the 2 hours prep to go to work. So now we got 2 hours prep to go to work, an hour, let's put another 2 hours on that for to go to work and to come home from work, plus the 8 hours that she did at work. It leaves us with 3 hours of the day. Now, like I said, I understand that she's tired, she's frustrated, but at the same time, the same energy that you use to go to work to impress the people at work, I need you to put that same energy to impress me at night. Because I'm going to put the same energy in to impress you at night. But I'm starting to find that a lot of the new modern day black women don't want to put forth that energy.
True.
They
Yeah, I'll give you
they
that.
want to tell me to accept it the way it is.
Yeah, but see, that's why
You
you
know.
got to create date night. You got to create a date night where you guys know this is what's going to happen. Because today's society, you got to work, and you get nowhere. Come home, pay bills. You right back to square one. Broke.
Well, I mean, ultimately, you got to put together the time and effort. If that's important to you, then you got to make the time. Some people won't even recognize that you're putting forth effort because they want so much out of you, and you're not able to provide all that time, especially if you're trying to accomplish some things, especially if you're working at a goal or something like that. You have to be in a place where you can say, you know what, I'm gonna allow this time for him or her to utilize for the succession of whatever it is that you're attempting to achieve, whatever endeavor you have. So again, it goes back to the compromise. What I spoke about earlier, it goes back to the compromising thing. So if you can't compromise, which also involves communication, then there's going to be some type of separation in that situation. And because of the insecurities, whether it be man or woman, now you're playing your own head. You won't even have facts on things, but just because you got in your own head, you'll say, "Well, this behavior seems peculiar, so it might be this. It might be that." When it's nothing, I'm attempting to accomplish the goals I need to accomplish. And I just don't have that time to give to you like I maybe had in the past.
Work though, with your work boo. Because believe me when I tell you, I've been a work boo to a lot of women.
You said
yes, that's me. The work.
You said a work boo.
The work boo. I'm the work boo. I'm the.
What is expound on what is a work boo?
No, it's like honeydew. It's like a honeydew list.
I'm the man who actually makes your woman feel happy at work. I'm the man that takes her to lunch. In fact, I eat more meals with her than you do. I have breakfast with her. I have lunch with her. In fact, we talk about you. We talk about you. She tells me all about private moments, all the disappointing moments that you gave her last night, last week. I don't even know who your brother's name is and your mother's name. I'm working.
Perhaps your woman sensed the energy of you being the work boo for other women, and in her head, she's like, "Well, if you want to be the work boo, let them get it. Let them take care of you."
But my thing is this though. What about when I have a relationship and I know my woman is going to work and she's getting all dressed up. I know it's another me at another facility at another place.
You don't want her to get dressed
She's
up?
she on a Saturday, she's staying in a beauty shop for 14 hours. Getting her hair done. She ain't never did that for me. Never. But all of a sudden, she getting her nails done, her feet done.
Question I got: are you paying for it?
The nerve to,
Are you paying for it?
Hey, DJ One got a question for you.
Hey, Lucky, are you paying for her to get her hair done and nails done? Are you paying this on a regular basis, or is this something she's doing?
But my problem is this: when it's time for us to have our private time, don't tell me don't touch your hair.
Well, that's a woman thing now. That's every man's dealt with that one. Okay, they don't want you pulling on their hair, touching their hair.
Why does my special moment have to be tampered with? Just because you're trying to look pretty for your work boo?
But I understand some of your feelings, but I'm gonna say something that Grandma told me. God bless her. She's in heaven, Lord. I hope she's smiling, looking at me. She said something to me, and she said this about 4 years ago, and I'm in the kitchen. And I was pissed about something that was going on with my girlfriend. And she said this phrase, you got to train your girlfriend because she's training you.
Wow. She is. Trust me, she is. She is, man, girl with life. I done seen it. I've been in the corporate America for almost, 30-some years? I done seen the women lie to their men. I done seen them get with other men at the company. I done seen how they sneak around, how they go out for drinks. This is nothing new. Sometimes I used to say to myself, well, maybe we're just making their relationship a little bit better. I don't know. But all I'm telling y'all,
Okay,
problem,
brother.
You know?
May
Please go back. Going back to the conversation. I'm sorry.
May I
Hey,
speak?
read that comment, Root. Read that comment. What's that comment?
It says, "Welcome to live chat. Remind
no,
you."
there was comment up under that, brother.
In the version HOFT 2016. Those the only comments that we have.
All right.
Okay,
we appreciate you tuning in, Iverson. We appreciate you tuning in, man.
So
thank you.
What's the end result to this? Why don't we pay attention to each other? Right? Why don't women pay attention and do what their men acts? Because the world has evolved in my aspect to where a woman now, it states in the Bible, if you let a woman run the house, what you get is what you get. When it's supposed to be a man and a woman together making the house. That has changed.
One, may I interject? The sister that's sitting to the left of you and my wife and a lot of other women, I think they beg to differ. And I have to speak on that because we have good sisters out here.
Yeah, we do.
You're not saying nothing bad.
No, I'm not.
It's just brothers we be getting beat. Just like y'all do get sisters. Like it's a beating all across the board on male and females, and men we feel some way, and then women too. I mean, am I saying something different from everyone else?
No, we can't get attention from someone when you don't give them the attention that they need to stay there.
I totally agree.
And then put in the fact of, I'm gonna go back and reiterate. When you had the insecurities, man, that'll eat you up. So the insecurities, you have to be secure in oneself. If you're not secure, this is what I think, and I tell my children: until you get yourself together, you should not entertain any relationship. For the fact that how do you know who you are? Get to know who you are first.
Yes.
That way, then you will be a viable resource to whoever you put into your life.
Okay.
And going back to what we spoke about last week.
Amen.
He that findeth the wife.
Find is a good thing.
So you're a wife material before I even get with you.
Yes.
I don't have to make you a wife. You don't have to.
If I got to do that, then I don't need you.
I got the wrong. I did the wrong thing then.
Hey,
so you should be in that place to be a wife before you even come into play.
Now I'm gonna say this, because we gotta let the sister speak. I really want to hear her input, but at the end of the day, I may be mistaken, but is it a woman find a wife or a man is it that a man choose his wife, or is it a woman choose her husband? Like, and I'm talking about way before biblical times, even currently.
No,
right now.
No, a woman can't choose her husband because it's up to a man if he wants to marry that woman.
Yeah,
that decision relies totally with a man.
Right.
He doesn't have to want to marry her.
Right. But she does have the first choice. But he has the ultimate choice of staying. She does. When women choose us when they see us, and they go about, okay, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him. Okay, and hey, we deal with it, but because when a woman allows us to speak to her, and before you know it or not, you're in a deep conversation with this woman because she wanted to be there. Now you got to accept the fact that she allowed you in. Now you don't have to stay. You can't if this meets the criteria or the person that you're looking for. Us men normally we take the first thing because we're happy to get that smile.
Okay. Rule. That's great perspective. One. Rule, read that comment for us, brother.
Okay, it says, Boss Lady D, lucky women will never pay attention to him with that attitude.
That was for Lucky. Lucky, you hear that comment? You heard it. You want to expound on that? Let Lucky expound on that.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Yeah. What I was trying to tell y'all is, man, y'all have to realize this, man. You can try to build a relationship with your woman all you want to. But in reality, like I told you, my name is Workbook. And in reality, guess what I do in the morning? Like I told you, when you see her get up in the morning to get all dressed up and spicy and put on all that lipstick and makeup, that's what I do.
Can I say this
I get
though?
all
They
dressed
be
up
looking
too.
good
I
getting
get
out the
all
shower,
spicy
bro.
too. I
That
put on that
morning
good
shower
cologne
be
for
the
her.
best, brother. That's what make you really love your
When
woman.
she see me at my best, every time I see her at her best. When she see you, does she see you at your best at nighttime? When you see her, do you see her at her best, or does she have on that do-rag over her head with the rollers in her head? Be ready for me in the morning. So when you all speak
So your issue is she's not dressing up for you at home. She ain't dressing up for you at home, right? She ain't turning you on when y'all sitting on the couch watching TV. So is that the issue, or is just something else?
The issue is you all don't have enough time together. You all have to build some time together. Maybe you should come up here and have lunch with her. Maybe you should take some breakfast before she goes to work.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I want to ask Miss Woods, what's her definition of a toxic relationship?
A toxic relationship is two people
Can you
that.
speak up a
Oh, I'm
little bit?
sorry, I speak a little low. A toxic relationship is a relationship with two people that just like they don't let go of ego. They Nobody wants to just release and love and just be open and like somebody has to be right. But what makes you right? You get what I'm saying? Somebody gotta be like let go of ego, communicate, talk, listen while you're communicating. But most people like you talking, most relationships, the man talking and the woman, she not listening. She waiting, she getting together in her head what she gonna say in response to his comment. And sometimes the man does the same thing. It's like that's toxic to me. It's you just
No, I
Okay,
agree with you,
okay.
sister. You got to speak it to the mic
I'm
too. I want you to do this. You see, I'm speaking into the mic, sister. Um, the first vibe I got from you was positive. There's nothing negative,
not
and
at
the brother
all.
too as well on the phone. My thing is just elaborate. I think if we get a closer connection and we can talk about some things and get a full understanding about some stuff, we might be able to put something together. And you a key element of that. You only hear you in the room with 1, 2, 3, 4 men and one woman. And I don't feel as if it's fair to speak about our issues with women without letting you speak about your issues with men. And I could tell that you're not combative.
No, not at all. See, that's the thing. The ideas that you get of how a relationship goes if is what you were taught. First of all, what you saw growing up. Thankfully, I had both of my parents. Their relationship was toxic, but my grandparents had a beautiful relationship, so I was able to see both sides. I knew what I wanted for in a man because I saw the things that I did not want, if that makes sense. But for some reason, I still ended up choosing a toxic person. Was it because I actually chose that person, or was it something in that? Because I think beyond. Like I think that our energy and our spirits mesh. So perhaps when I met my ex-husband, something in him was comfortable with my spirit because that's what I was used to growing up. Because I ended up choosing someone just like my father. Now, my father was not a bad man. My father loved me. My father wasn't verbal with his love. I didn't understand that he loved me until I was grown and look back on things that he said and did. But growing up, he didn't tell us that he was from that generation where men didn't show
Your feelings.
their feelings. So I didn't have the advance of knowing how a man should
Treat a
show
woman.
love or treat a woman. I had to I had to
So do you think that because the situation with your father was what it was that you chose a man similar to that?
I think that, and as much as I tried to not, because I even
That
said
is
like
crazy.
I would never
Can
choose.
I interject? I understand exactly what she's saying, but I don't think
That's
she.
crazy.
I don't think she chose a man.
No,
No,
she
I-
tried
listen,
to
listen,
have
listen,
good
listen.
Psychologically,
intentions
I'm
and
just
saying.
lost.
Can I say this? Can I say this? And y'all gonna understand what I'm saying? She didn't choose anything. You don't know what you're into until you're into it.
But at the same, yeah, until you're into
But
it. But
something was
everybody's
familiar
gonna,
Right.
that
everybody's,
made me feel comfortable.
everybody's gonna show their representative.
Indeed.
Okay. But at some point, how long can you keep up the
Can I
acting
say
job?
this?
That
If
could-
you're not a
yeah,
great
can I say
actor,
something? That
Say
act-
it one more time.
Yeah,
Everybody gonna
wait.
show they what?
Wait.
Your act can go for a long time.
No,
Nah,
man.
nah, there's a lot
Everybody
of
gonna
people-
show what?
They're representatives.
Yeah, good words,
Okay.
brother.
So I mean, you can keep up the acting job only for so long. You're gonna reveal your true self.
But is it
Why you think they cut? Why you think they cut in between takes on the movie scene? How long can you maintain that particular character that you're supposed to play? How long can you maintain it?
You know what? If you're getting paid right, you do it right for as long as it takes to be right.
It's gonna take practice.
Can
though.
I say this though?
It's
A
gonna
lot
take
of people
practice.
have practice.
Frick practice, pressure bust pipes.
Hey, look,
If you don't
wanna
agree
chime
with
in on
that, you're gonna snap at some point in time. That's like this.
I had a question, man. I just
Hold
wanted to ask
on,
you
big
what you
brother,
said
and I love you
you,
very much,
had a
and I'm gonna
bad
let you
choice in
interject.
choosing men.
If we was
Was
to take over
when you
this
was
show
choosing your
and
man,
let
was you looking
all
for
us,
a father or was you looking for a daddy?
Say, can you repeat that again, brother?
When you was making your choice in men, were you looking for a father? Or
Not
was
at
you looking
all,
for a
because
daddy?
remember I said my father was there. I had a father. I was looking for a partner. I was looking for a mate, my soulmate. I was looking for a man that would that will join with me, and our visions will mesh together. And I understand that two people come from two different backgrounds and they have different ways of being reared, but you come together and then you do what's best for your family. So I wasn't looking for a father at all.
I
I
think
got a
y'all
daddy.
lost my.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
I totally understand her.
No, I
Okay.
wasn't looking for a daddy.
we got another
All right.
I was
question.
looking for a
We
daddy,
gon'
but I wasn't looking for a daddy.
we gonna let Rue read a couple. Rue, read a couple
You
of
had to
those
go there,
comments.
girl. Well,
Yeah.
come on now.
Read a couple of more of those comments, brother.
Yes, sir, big bro. Boss Lady D. A toxic relationship is when two people just don't mix. It's like mixing ammonia with bleach. The two words just don't mix.
Indeed.
Come on,
Okay.
sister, let's go.
Let's
That's
read that
true.
other comment, bro. Who else is that?
That was the last one.
No, it nah.
No,
Yeah.
it was Iverson that say, I don't even want to say that. I'm sorry, brother. It's not respectful.
It's not respectful. Hey,
No.
hey, bro. We keep it respect. You know, we got to keep it respectful, man. We understand everybody has their own opinion about things and how they speak about them. Just keep it respectful, bro.
Yeah, I'm the reason why I'm here because I filter the BS. Y'all don't see me, but I'm here like a ghost.
Like I get like my submission spirit is strong. Like I have no
She said,
Submission.
keyword,
Submission
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 spirit.
is there.
strong.
God is
You know,
good.
So she
Women
she,
don't have that attitude you have,
Thank you.
sister. I'm sorry.
Oh,
My
ooh,
submission spirit? Who says that? Name one black woman you
Thank
know
you.
that says that.
me because that's just me. But
Where did that come from?
that came from my grandmother was man. My grandmother and grandfather had the most beautiful relationship. My grandmother did not work. My grandfather worked. My grandmother got up. She had his breakfast ready. I saw her iron his clothes. He came in. He kissed her before he left. He kissed her when she came back in. I never saw them argue. I never saw disagreements.
and
It was
grandma didn't
all-
want for nothing, did she?
Didn't want for nothing. When my grandfather passed away, my grandmother didn't even know how to buy a loaf of bread because my grandfather did it all. And that's what I wanted for myself. My daddy.
Hey, well,
So
Not even to mold.
you cannot mold a man.
You can't, right? I can't.
A woman cannot mold her son into a
Well,
man.
okay, this is
I
one
disagree
thing.
with that. I disagree with that one. You know why?
Go
Why I
ahead.
disagree? I disagree because a woman knows what type of man that she wants, right?
True.
I
Okay,
agree
so
with that.
now if you have a son, would you not make your son the best man he could be for someone else's
Do
child?
you understand?
Yes, sir.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but
Ooh, JD said
here's what
again.
you're missing. A man needs another man to show him how to be real.
A
A
man.
woman would take him there, but a man has to take him over the top.
That's
It's just
true.
like a man cannot teach his daughter how to be a woman. He can take her to a certain point, but it needs another woman to take her over the top.
I agree to a certain point, but I really disagree with that
Mm.
because again, I'm gonna reiterate, me being a father of a daughter, I can show her what it is to be a lady. Whether her mother might be something totally different or think about it. And I'm just
Okay,
I'm just
I
speaking
understand.
Okay,
I'm just
hold on,
speaking
hold on.
hypothetically.
Before y'all go
I'm
there, I
speaking
want to finish.
hypothetically.
Let you speak off, man, because I want to hear what you got to
I'm
say.
speaking hypothetically. As a man, you have daughters. So you know you don't want your daughter out here like Shaniqua that stay down the block that wear
Totally
tight
agree.
clothes
Yeah.
and do all this thing and loose with men. So no, you can't show her the different intricacies of being a woman like a woman.
Thank
But
you.
at the same time, you can show her what it takes to be a woman, having elegance, being regal and classy.
True, all
Okay?
that. But what you teaching her is how you think a woman should be, and you want your daughter to be.
Can I say this?
And guess
brother?
what? Let me finish this.
Go
I
ahead,
exactly what
big
he
brother.
said is true on all that. But I have two daughters, and if we don't date our daughters and show our daughters how a real man is supposed to treat them,
Indeed.
okay, they don't know what a real man is.
Indeed.
So, but actually, we cannot show them how to be a real woman. We have to choose that real woman to be in their life. So that goes back to what we chose to be our woman or our wife. If they're not real, how you expect them to raise our daughters to be real? Look, in my opinion, back in the day, grandma, big mama, as they used to say, trained her daughters to get what they can get out of a man because a man was trying to get what he can get out of her. Okay? Now, today has changed. Men are raising daughters, but it takes a man to find a real woman to be in his life to help take his daughter over the top. I can't walk in there and show my daughter how to wear a bra
Can I say
or
this?
how to comb my hair. How
The
to
one
do this.
word you said
But you
today,
could- but
a
you-
real woman.
But you can show her how not to wear a shirt that shows her cleavage.
I'm
I
gonna speak on that
agree.
one. I'm gonna
Alright.
speak on that one.
So you can show her that because
Yes,
this
I
is
am.
this is what a man requires.
Right.
Now, as a child, like I tell my daughters, look, you want to know about you like men, okay? If you want to know about a man, why not learn about it from your father?
Yes,
Okay.
but that's the point.
And vice versa. If you want to know about a woman, why not teach your son about that? See, it takes two of us to create this child. Okay. So I don't believe in the boy should go with the daddy and the girl should be. I don't believe in that.
no.
It takes
man.
two. Let me speak. It takes two to make that child in that life. It's going to take two to cultivate it. Okay.
The imbalance.
Period.
Father and mom.
Period. So if you're not cultivating that life, and it's one person that's doing it, then that's going to be an imbalance. That's where the imbalance comes from. You need balance.
Right. The balance
I
starts.
totally agree.
The balance starts with
Hey.
mom and dad. If mom and dad ain't on the same page, they cannot raise two
That's
kids.
what throw the whole structure off.
Period.
If mom and dad ain't on the same page.
That's the whole key. They got. And here's the catch: they got to be on the same page, whether they live under the same roof
Or not.
And it is
Indeed.
very hard to do that. I
Even
can
if-
speak from go ahead, my sister.
Even if they're not on the same page, the children shouldn't know.
That's right.
Has
like
it
you just
hard to
said.
it's hard to hide that.
No,
That's
it's
like
not
you
hard.
just spoke on.
When
You
feelings come
should,
involved.
your
That's
grandparents,
the problem.
your grandparents never
Never.
argue in front of you.
Never.
So whatever you talk about, like my grandparents, whatever we talk about, we going over here.
again.
Like
Hey,
that's
they-
not
they-
your business.
Why did they go take a long walk in the park with nobody with them? They went to go to have their discussions at a bench.
That
But you
was
did not-
something that was being said. You ain't want to hear.
And my grandfather had a child outside of wedding, outside of marriage. So
Oh,
I
for them
know
to make it out
some,
of that,
and they were still together.
yeah.
So they mean they took a lot of long walks.
I want
in
to
the
say
park.
this from the bottom of my heart with Madman D, with DJ the One, and you too, sister. Man, we've been fighting through this and raising our children. One went through something else different. Sister, I don't know what you're going through, but I do know that we all have something in common. And I think it's unity within black women and black men. Because the way you speaking, you still love your brothers. The way these brothers speaking, we still love our sisters. Why are we so at odds with each other? And it's baffling, and it makes me feel like it was a plan that was set up.
It's one word. We've been speaking on it since we've been doing this. Lack of communication.
Indeed.
No, that one word.
Insecurity too. I feel.
But insecurity. Can I say something?
Insecurity.
Right, stop.
It's too much right now, big bro.
Insecurity happens when you don't listen. Communication. If your woman say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you an example." My wife, when I left, she said, "I'm going to Walgreens. I got to go do this. I got to go do that." As I left to come here, I watched her walk out the door and get in her car and go where she had to go. Now, I wasn't insecure about a thing she went and did because she told me not listening to what she said she was going to do. Now, if I see something else happening that wasn't said to me before I walked out the door, then maybe I should have some insecurity. But if you're listening to your partner and you believe in your partner, you trust in your partner, there shouldn't be no insecurity. That same thing with women. If a man say, "Hey, I'm going down here to the pub, I'm going to play darts with the boys, I'll be home by 10:30. If he ain't home at 10:35, what has he done wrong?
Well, I'm gonna say this, brother.
Y'all didn't hear what I just said. If he ain't home at
I heard
10:35, no, he did what he said he was gonna do. But 10:35 ain't should be the rule that a woman sets for him being in the house. I'll be home by 10:30. He walked in the door 10:35. What that mean? He had to find somewhere to park. He had to get up the steps. He had to get in the door. He's home. Stop doing that.
No one is men out here hoeing, and they ain't
It's
SHIT.
guess what? It's women out here
And
hoeing
it's
too.
women the same
It takes
way.
it takes a woman.
We
Watch
have
the
to come
language,
to
man.
a grievance
Watch the
that,
language, brothers. We
that
doing YouTube.
everybody don't meet on the same level, and that's through masonry. So a lot of these ladies, they do what they do, and brothers, we do what we do, and we want to just bash each other. When does the bashing stop? This is what this sister's speaking about. I'm not taking nobody's side because everybody's speaking facts and knowledge. But when does it stop?
I wanna tell y'all real quick. We got to watch our language, man. We got to watch our language. All right.
One thing my grandmother told me as well, that if I'm looking for something outside of my relationship, then that's not the relationship I need to be in.
True. That's a true story. If
So-
you're not happy, get out. Because if you got to cheat,
Then
you
why
got a
am I
problem. Because karma ain't nothing to play with.
there? Nothing.
Because when you do wrong in a relationship and then you get into another relationship, whatever you did wrong in the past is going to hit that new one. And nothing you can do but sit there and go, "Okay, I did it.
I'm gonna share one better
Let me
with
go
you.
through this and get this over with."
Well, how many men that's out here listening to this podcast can say that they cheated on their wife and when stuff got bad, they stopped? I want to see a raise of hands. I am one of those men. I cheated and I stopped and I seen what it was doing to my family. Now, how many other men?
But you're lucky to still be there.
I could lose this. It's
Right.
not there. Men think that women, they gonna stay there. Just like this sister and her mama. Women will leave us if we're not doing the right thing, and they know we're not
And
doing
it goes
right.
the opposite way.
Go there one. Go there one.
What led you to what led you to do it in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like you had to be lacking something. What led you to do it unless you just lustful? So what led you to do it in the first place?
What made me do it in the first place was the fact that I was doing the wrong thing, and I realized I wasn't paying attention to my family. When
what
I got
led
home,
you to do it in the first place? That's the question.
well, the thing that led me to do it in the first place was too much booty out in the street.
So you were lustful then.
I was
You was
lustful.
not satisfied
But
with what
look,
you had. You
now
weren't
that's-
satisfied with what you had.
That's
It
one
wasn't no
ass-
circumstance.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing that took
No,
place.
it was
based.
the circumstance.
You just said
You only
was based
taking
off-
1 point.
You
I got
just
about
said-
6.
But you just
How
said
many
that.
you gonna take?
I don't need all that. I asked
You
one
don't
question.
need it, but you
No.
don't want to hear the truth.
I
Hey,
asked
hey,
you. You
can-
just gave me
Can
the
I
truth.
interject? Can I interject?
You asked me a question. I'm
Wait,
telling you
he
the
asked
question.
you direct, but I'm gonna give you a scenario on that. Remember this movie, this sitcom they had on TV, Al Bundy and an old girl. So,
Yeah, Peggy
Married
Bundy.
with
yeah.
Children.
So married with children. So he came home one day. He brought a wig and said, "Baby, put this on. Let's go upstairs." He's going. So he instead of him cheating, he cheated with his wife in the back of his head because he had her put a wig on because he imagined making love to another woman. The bottom line is, men, if you're gonna cheat, don't, because it comes back on you. 1, 2, if you're not happy, speak your mind and tell them why you're not happy and what they can do to change it. If it doesn't change, whatever happens, happens. But cheating ain't the outcome on what you need to do.
I
It's
think
just like if you got problems in this world, drinking and getting high ain't gonna solve them. You got to face everything, face forward, straightforward, get it over with. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't, in my aspect of what I experience in life, if you don't face it face forward and you walk around it, 2 days later, it's right back in your face.
So is that why women don't listen?
Women don't listen because we don't listen.
So that's why women don't listen.
Yeah.
That sounds childish as ever.
Yeah, but I'm going to put it to you like this. We listen, but we don't listen. And I'm guilty of it. But the point is, if we start listening to them, because everybody tells on themselves in their conversation.
Indeed.
If you listen to their conversation, they're going to tell you they're going to cheat. But you ain't listening because you pay attention to other bull. If you listen real good, especially at work, they're going to tell you, hey, I'm trying to fire you. But you ain't listening between the lines. You paying attention to other stuff, thinking everybody's in your corner. You got to listen to the words that coming out of someone's mouth.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
It's one transit authority that runs Chicago, and they got a whole circle of these people. And I think the police force, where they have couples cheating, you may be married, but you cheating with this person.
Yeah.
The police force, people that work for the city, CTA, and it's a large conglomerate. Guess who work for these people in Chicago, Illinois? And the masses, it's black people. Food for thought, y'all. You ever been to a CTA party?
Hey, what is that?
Bussing.
What?
She gonna tell you.
Indeed.
It's not a game. She telling you, but you just come on. Thank you. It's already they already put it in your face, but you're looking at it like it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Hey, we gonna cut this show tonight, man. There's so much other stuff to talk about, but we gonna cut it. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We thank y'all. Tune in to the Grown Man Shit podcast every Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm your host, Man D. My man DJ One co-hosting. My man on the technicals, DJ Rue. We appreciate you, Miss Woods, for coming through and giving us your perspective. Check us out, y'all. YouTube. We'll be getting this thing in order. This is like our 6th show, so continue to bear with us as we grow. We appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
But here's the catch. She told you, but you didn't pay attention.